Yeah, 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 yeah.
Drug addicts.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What was that?
No idea.
I don't
Might
know.
might have to go back and fix that.
Uh,
Oh God.
okay. Welcome to another episode of
Testing,
Around the
testing.
412. This is back to back, just scuffed intros.
Scuffed,
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I don't know what that was because it was only coming through on there.
I have no idea. Well, you started playing the song. I didn't know how long you were going to play it, and I have never heard that song in my life.
Yeah.
So it was
So,
a pain in the ass anyway.
We are part of the Pod Network. I don't know
Yeah.
if that got mentioned.
and I'm Tyler. That's Smitty, and that's Herb.
Cold opens.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get scuffed.
Oh, Ryan's here. It's lit.
Get his face.
Tat lit. I love that emote.
Get his face.
This intro sucks. So do you, Ryan.
Which Ryan?
Wait, do we still not have sound? Because Stubbs said.
No, I
Yes,
think that was before we
Okay.
started
okay,
going.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So, lot to talk about. 412 wise.
Oh.
412. Yeah, we might have to change our name.
Yeah.
No.
We'll see how this whole thing plays out. But what the heck is up with that? Like, that's where I want to start the show.
How do you trademark a number
So you don't. You trademark a logo
or
because that's what
copyright
was.
it? I guess
It's a logo.
That's the thing. People are like, I mean,
a
technically
logo.
they can
so
do.
so you can't put 412 on anything.
with the star.
There was a star.
Yeah, underneath the 4,
Oh,
the bottom of the 4, like instead of.
I
the
didn't
stem.
notice.
It's their logo.
I don't.
They copyrighted their logo, and I have no idea why they told Pitt to stop. My theory is because they came to Pitt and said, "Hey, if you take it off, we'll make some clothes with you, and we both make money." But
I doubt it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Especially
just
with
like I was just seeing people say like, yeah, they can do that, and like other people could have done that before, but no one ever does
the
such a
exactly.
thing. Like nobody's that big of a dick,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's not even what Pitts looked like.
No. Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
how do you copyright their helmet?
It wasn't even their helmet; it was a little tag on the top
Yeah.
of their like.
Yeah, it was on their
mask.
visor. It was
Yeah.
a sticker.
Right.
How do you get mad about that?
Ah.
I mean, we have a shirt that says around the 412. Take it down.
Sue us.
Anyways, so from now on, shop PGH Clothing Company.
Yeah.
Around the 72412.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did get that criticism from Jamal this morning. Like literally before
What
anything was
made
said.
him now think about that?
I don't
Like,
know.
Almost 2 years in.
I wanted to keep that in my back pocket for July 24th. Just be like, we're changing our name, guys.
Wait, what did Jamal say?
He
texted my group chat with Sam and
Mm.
Alex and said, "You messed up with the podcast." I'm like, "Go for it." And he goes, "You missed an opportunity." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Around the 72412."
That's just a lot to say, though.
Yeah. I mean, I like it.
But if
You know,
we
the
have
four-
to,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to talk about, like, Beaver County High School sports, too? That's pretty much all that's there.
We can get Whippeal Insider on. All right. Well, let's talk about the NFL first. I guess there are a couple things to cover.
oh wait, hold on, Platt. If you're in the chat, say something. I have interesting news.
Regarding what?
His family and people I went to school with.
Okay. So should I wait or can I still
Keep
talk?
going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So Adam Thielen got a 4-year, $64 million extension.
Stephon Diggs
Which-
pissed.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It was so
Who?
good.
I don't. Even, what was the account that
I
tweeted
have no idea.
But anyway, yeah, that's hilarious. Making it seem like Diggs is going to go AB now because
That was
Thielen
so
got
good.
paid.
That was such a good Photoshop too.
Yeah. But yeah, good deal for both sides, I think.
Oh,
yeah. Balling out for the white boys. Reuben Foster of the Redskins isn't going to miss any time.
Yeah.
He's getting fined 2 game checks, but no suspension
So he's gonna play for free.
for 2 games, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Free labor.
Free slavery.
You know what? I'm surprised nobody has said that. Across the
Jeez.
bridge, I just made a pie. LOL. Okay.
Who made a
Okay.
pie, Stubbs?
So that doesn't answer if Ryan's here.
Stubbs, do
but-
me a favor. Bring a pie to the wing bash.
What kind of pie was it?
I don't care.
I mean, I care. Some pies.
I'm just hoping it wasn't pizza because I
some
can't stand when
pies are
people call
trash.
pizza pie.
Pizza pie. I don't know why. Why?
Panthers signed Hogan, Chris Hogan. He used to be
Oh.
with the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're slowly becoming the Patriots
Slowly.
because they have Christian McCaffrey. They signed Chris Hogan. They have Greg Olson. They just got
For
a bunch
now.
of white. They're getting a
Yeah.
bunch of white guys.
Yeah.
White
slowly becoming the
skill
Patriots.
positions.
But their quarterback, the most important position, is one of the few
Oh no.
Maybe they're gonna
at
kick
that
him out.
position.
Oh, no.
that- maybe they're
Oh,
kick him
God.
out. Across the bridge is the account who made the Diggs meme. LOL. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do we? I don't even know if we follow them.
I don't
Probably
think so.
not, Yeah.
Also, next time you say across the bridge, put an at before it, and maybe don't put any spaces so we know, because that with spaces and no at kind of looks just like you said something random.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on across the bridge? I thought that was a suggestion for a new podcast name. If we gotta
Talking
do-
all things 412. Did you put that on purpose?
I didn't put anything.
Oh, when we tweeted. Talking all things
yeah,
412.
yeah, that was me. I thought you were talking about whatever that.
Communication.
Jeff was after.
Oh no. That was Pod Hub.
Fournette is arrested.
Yeah, what was that?
So let me look up the exact thing that he was arrested for.
Wasn't it like suspended
But-
license and something else?
Yeah. This isn't the first time that he's been in trouble.
He was driving with a suspended license.
Yeah.
Why was he suspended in the first place? I want
That's why I said it wasn't like the first time that he's been in trouble.
I can't remember what the first one was. He doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't seem like somebody that would get in trouble, but like, I don't expect to hear that name when somebody's been arrested in the NFL.
That's Tom's boy.
I
Leonard
know.
Fournette.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even though he
actually,
does
I-
look like a grown
I
ass.
expect to hear like
Speeding,
Someone from the
driving with a
Cowboys.
suspended license.
literally anyone on the Cowboys roster, or the Raiders roster.
yeah.
I like how it says
Le'Veon Bell.
knowingly driving with a suspended license.
Yeah. Well, no, I used to
'Cause,
work
like,
with
people-
a guy.
Yeah, like that wouldn't even
Yeah.
know. It's just funny that that's a thing.
Well, no, I worked with a guy that had a suspended license for a grand total of 28 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah. May have actually been more.
But he
Also, Chris
Are
Archer.
you saying he knew?
Yes, he knew.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he didn't know because that's what I was saying. Like the wording was funny that he knowingly
Yeah.
was driving the suspended license.
Yeah.
Coughlin expressed full confidence in the 24-year-old. He had an
Oh,
outstanding
yeah.
year. He had a very disappointing year. We want him to be a great player. We think he has the same mindset.
I forgot Tom Coughlin's down there.
Yeah, which is why people thought that Eli was going to end up going there, but the Giants refused to move on.
By the way, does that say off the bridge?
Off the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the new name for us. If 412 gets striked, then
It's just the Clemente
That's our
Bridge.
backup.
It's
Yeah.
the Clemente Bridge with three guys just in the middle of the air, halfway down.
And the date says October 4th, 2015.
Boo. Oh man.
Well, see, that's the thing. Some people, like, I saw somebody jump off the bridge in celebration during
Did
the wild
you?
card game in 13. Yeah.
I heard that happen.
Where
but I
they
didn't-
actually
It was
jumped
literally
off?
right. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like I was right, but Ross and I were right by it.
Shit.
We were walking across the bridge, and all of a sudden just saw that happen, and I was just like in
Huh.
disbelief.
It's like that guy almost killed himself.
Yeah, like that guy.
It's
who
not
kn-
almost. It's did that guy just kill himself?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. At that point, we don't know. Like,
This episode got dark.
yeah.
He's like, hey, well, the Pirates have a winning season. We all know this is going to happen again, so I might as well just kill myself.
I don't want to see how far this playoff run goes.
Raisin.
I hate raisins.
I don't want to see them lose in the playoffs, so I'll just end it all before that happens.
Jesus.
Me,
All right.
me the next time they get in the postseason.
TOS.
What?
TOS. Terms of service.
Steelers related. The one thing that is Steelers related this week that we got to talk about: Foster and Pouncey taking control,
Oh, God.
saying, "Yeah." Foster put out the statement saying, "Any former players, current players, if you have anything that you want to say, it goes through those two."
We got your
Which-
numbers.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that makes full sense. Like, those are two guys that don't have any issues with anybody currently or that were a Steeler.
Yeah.
So those are
You
the
would
two
think.
guys that the locker room should go through.
Yeah.
So
Also, I wouldn't
hopefully-
want to mess with Pouncey.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
The one thing with Pouncey, though, is, like, it kind of I have no idea what type of person he is, but I do know that him and his brother were pretty good friends with Aaron Hernandez. They were, like, even very supportive of him. So,
Gang,
Yeah.
gang. So are we going to bring up Mendenhall?
Hold on.
I feel like he's not worth talking about.
No,
Okay.
he's worth talking about because I said he hasn't done anything worth talking about since he retired.
Yeah, listen. So I don't know what we're gonna say
What
on
did
this
he do?
episode.
Didn't he become like a monk or something?
No, he became an
monk.
author. He moved to like the middle of the woods and started writing a book.
Basically a monk.
Yeah.
That writes a book. Author monk.
If by becoming a monk you mean like shutting out society completely,
Yeah.
yeah, he became a monk.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I don't know what we're going to say on this episode that comes into relevancy before we talk again. on
Chris
here,
Archer wins
but
the
it's gonna be
Silver Slugger.
something. Yeah, it's going to be something that actually does happen that
Yeah.
for no reason got brought up. So we'll see what we can do. But Rashard Mendenhall,
Mhm.
for whatever reason, decides to, in a tweet, that, hey, listen, if you want to support AB, you're going to make yourself look like an idiot at this point. But
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead, but go ahead and do it. But in the same breath, calls Ben Roethlisberger a racist, and then backpedals with a tweet saying, "B." That's what he was calling him. B's not a racist, just like Antonio Brown's not a POS.
So, in like full circle here, the first tweet was in reply to someone who said, "Coming from a guy who quit on the team versus San Diego, why don't you tell us what would make a guy quit?" All right, I'll end the mystery. B's racist and AB's black. He had to catch balls from a racist quarterback. Every honest player knows it. It's not a big deal. He was just supposed to take his licking and move on like a slave for real.
And once again, a slave reference.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's at 4:45 in the morning.
Mhm.
At
What the fuck are you doing up?
At 7. This is
Being a monk.
Well, no, this is in the West Coast. I think he lives in Arizona.
Mm.
I could be wrong, but I believe he's in the West Coast, so it's 1 in the morning. At 7:44, which makes it even weirder. Clearly, it's no fun when everyone's the accused. Please allow the dialogue in sports to be equal. Why is it so easy to shoot at one player but not the other? B's not racist, just like AB's not a dirtbag. Hashtag let's be
Dirtbag.
fair. Dude, what?
Listen, that is accusing somebody of being racist is much more than anybody accusing Antonio Brown of anything.
No.
Antonio Brown is giving people a reason to say this. You can't just accuse somebody of being racist and then backpedal and say that the reason that you did it was just to prove a point that somebody else wasn't what other people were calling them.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, what was going through his head? Like, did he not think the backlash was going to be like it was? Like,
Stop just saying CTE repeatedly in chat.
Like, I'm just wondering, like, when he tweeted that, how did he think it was going to go? Everybody was going to attack him.
No, you know what happened? He heard our episode and was like, I need to become relevant again.
I need to become relevant.
Last time I was relevant,
Honestly-
I fumbled a football.
Honestly, I think his mindset during that was it's going to be – he's obviously going to get backlash, but he's also going to have a ton of support from the Antonio Brown crowd. Like, Antonio liked those tweets. So there's going to be, like, Antonio Brown supporters that see that and give him relevancy again.
Yeah, Antonio Brown supporters are morons.
Well, yeah. Or do they have
I don't
CTE?
care.
I mean, see, if you're a Raider fan right now, you're in such a weird position because
Oh, I understand if you're a
Oh.
fan of AB as a Raider fan. I get that.
yeah,
But you're also you're also in a weird position because look at what he's doing.
yeah.
We didn't talk about that shirt company.
It's
did
kind
we?
of like
No.
it's kind of like part of it. He like left part of himself in Pittsburgh because he doesn't want to let go of Pittsburgh, even though he didn't want to be there.
No, he just loves attention.
Because I mean, when you look at it, like the Steelers are obviously a better organization than the Raiders ever will be, and he was like the king of one of the like arguably the best organization, and then everything happened, and it's like he doesn't want to let everything go. He doesn't want like a clean cut, and so he just keeps involving himself in Pittsburgh
He went full Joker.
when he should just completely cut off. It makes no sense what he's doing.
And Marcellus Wiley
What?
saying that this like he said that Juju started the whole riff.
Oh, that dude on
First take? Or no, what's he on
no,
Nah,
it's on a Fox show, but I have no idea what it's called.
Yeah. I forgot he switched.
In
And
my-
speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So he said that Juju started it when he put up the picture of him in Oakland, making
Saying
the
I'm
catch,
ready.
saying I'm ready with Antonio Brown in the background.
Mhm.
You know, that to me is speculation. I mean, if he did, he very well could have, but we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
What we do know is that Antonio Brown was taking shots at him. Literally, he quoted a tweet of a picture of Juju calling him out for fumbling.
Yeah.
And then he put up what he thought was taking a shot. Meanwhile, it's just Juju DMing him back in 2015. Like, if you're saying that Juju started it, that's pure speculation. We know what Antonio did, what his involvement was with it.
Yeah, like Cody quoted that tweet, Cody Plain, and said like it looks like as he's talking that he's just making it up as it goes in his head because he's trying to like reach for anything that he can, like to make his story relevant.
Anything that he thinks is logical is he's going to grasp for.
Well, I'm talking about the dude on the show, not AB.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
just the way their minds work. I mean, that's the way everyone's mind works.
Yeah.
The one thing I do love, though, is somebody was like, okay, here's Juju when he fumbled after the game, crying his eyes out, losing it. Here's AB when he stepped out of bounds in the playoffs against the Dolphins, just loving life.
Yeah.
It's like, commitment.
Yeah, I mean, DiNardo, I think it's DiNardo, probably. North Shore,
Probably.
not, said he knew what he was doing. Like, he was definitely throwing shade in that picture.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, if I was I believe
think
so,
so,
too. I
too.
mean, going back to that day, I even said I love it
Yeah.
that much more because Antonio is in the background and it's in Oakland.
Troll Juju is the best Juju.
So I didn't have an issue with it. And like I said, even if they're, and you actually pointed out a very good point from Mark Madden, we don't want those two to have a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think for Marcellus Wiley to say that Juju started the whole beef with that picture, I
dumb.
mean,
It's dumb.
yeah, I just think he's grasping for something there.
100. That's the please watch me.
Like, I think Juju probably, like, there was meaning behind that picture, like he was throwing shade at AB, but the difference is AB specifically called out a specific thing that Juju did that was a lot worse.
After the game, when that happened with Juju, Antonio's was asked about it, and he said he's been balling for us all year. That stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Antonio is. It's basically like he was taking all these things and keeping them in his back pocket for when this time came.
Oh, yeah. Whenever he wanted to benefit himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't care about it at the time, but he's like, okay, well, when I need ammunition, here it is.
Yeah. The problem is, at first, he just wanted money. Now he got his money. Now he just wants attention.
And the thing we didn't bring up last week whenever we talked about this first is that he said Juju lost put them out of the playoffs with that. It's like,
well,
that might have been part of it, but losing to Oakland and losing to
The
Denver
Chargers.
and losing to the Chargers and, like, who was the third team in the Oakland, Denver? Who did we lose to? We lost 3 in a row to bad teams.
it's the Chargers. Oh, wait, no, that was after. Oh, God.
I don't know. I forget, but we shouldn't, like, and like all the interceptions that were thrown and the poor defense, and it just, I think it's dumb that he tried to put that all on Juju when it clearly that wasn't the only thing that got us out of the playoffs.
Okay.
Not to
It
mention,
was a culmination of things.
that's the first fumble in Juju's career, right? So
I think so, yeah.
he's touched the football so many times, and he has one career fumble. They were I was looking at the fumble
Isn't
rate.
it like 160
and,
sometimes?
yeah, and somebody was like, here's all the – somebody actually put a video. It was like, since Antonio wants to talk about fumbles, here's every time he's
Yeah,
fumbled
here's-
in his NFL career. And they put up a video. So the fumble percentage, if you will, for Antonio Brown is much higher than Juju. Now, it sucks when it happened.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if anybody remembers, Juju wasn't supposed to play that game. He was questionable because of a groin injury that week.
Yep.
And he put it all on the line, and like you said, was very emotional after it happened. He felt terrible about it.
Yeah. Plus, he's our age. He's a kid.
I don't know why
North Carolina is spamming.
most Hall of Fame pitchers greater than Nolan Ryan. Where is that coming from?
I mean, I can agree, but where? Who said that, Stubbs?
No.
I don't think Stubbs would ever think of that.
Well, okay. Well,
And then North Ryan said, I don't have an issue either, but I feel too many people are giving Wiley too much shit saying there is zero correlation. There definitely was.
I mean, there's correlation. It's just a stretch.
But
I can see
A crazy person's
that
thinking
you
that.
can. I can see that you can say Juju threw shade at AB when he tweeted that, but that is not what started
and
what
look
just
how
happened
much,
last week.
Look how
with
much
AB.
time went past. That's where I'm down. That's what I'm getting at. Where like AB was just collecting ammunition for another blow up.
If we really want to go
And-
into whose fault this is, it's the Steelers' management. It's Mike Tomlin's fault. He drafted him. It's Mike Tomlin's fault.
But here's the thing too.
Actually, it's Ben's fault.
Who's to say? Who's to say the whole thing with Juju and AB didn't start even before that picture?
I love all the people saying AB stole Juju's bike.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
yeah. Maybe he stole
He
his
might
bike,
have. I wouldn't doubt it.
and then that's where it started. So Juju had the ammunition. He's like, oh, when AB's out of Pittsburgh, I'm putting this picture up.
That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
Wiley is the bad guy in every subject. He's a chode. That's Stubbs. That's Stubbs.
Yeah.
Not the Nolan Ryan comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see how you can blame what just happened on Juju.
By the way, what Platt say? You might have to scroll up.
Archer Oh, that's why North Carolina said it. That wasn't even shown because of how many comments.
Archer,
North Shore and I put around.
Nolan
Oh.
Ryan.
Archer, Nolan Ryan. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But Stubbs is right. He said Pittsburgh is the
Ooh.
X he can't get over.
Yeah.
And it's literally, he doesn't want to be here anymore, but he doesn't want them to be happy without him.
Hmm? Also,
He's gonna
Richard
keep-
Rodriguez. Nice.
He's going to keep calling to make sure they're not with anybody else.
keep checking that Facebook profile profile picture.
All right. I think we can move on from football.
So-
Unless anybody in chat wants to say something else.
Can we please do
What else?
hockey next?
I'll say the last
Uh,
thing I saw on Twitter, it was about the Mendenhall thing, was the quote tweet that said, "If Artie could backpedal as good as Mendenhall just did, then we wouldn't have to be looking for a corner in this draft."
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
Jonesy, was it? Jonesy said something similar,
Was
I
it?
think.
I don't-
He said something similar to that.
It's not wrong.
I don't know who said it. I just remember seeing it on Twitter.
It's not wrong at all.
I thought it was hilarious.
I'm curious. I'm honestly, really curious as to what they're going to do in the draft. Because
Yeah.
even though they signed Nelson, I still feel like they could go corner. I mean, Hayden's on his last year here. I hope he gets a short extension, but even so, he's getting up there
You're
in
talking about in
age.
the first round?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
First
if,
3 rounds to me. I mean, you have 4 picks in the first 3 rounds
well,
for
in, the
right
fir-
now.
in the first round alone, I think if White or Bush are not there, then they're going corner.
Oh, absolutely.
And if not corner, wide receiver or
think-
tight end.
I think with the receivers, you can wait. That's the second round pick to me.
Yeah.
I think if it's not a corner
That's
or
where we found Juju.
if it's not a corner or linebacker, you have to take a tight end.
That's another thing. They didn't go to either pro day for the. They didn't go to the pro day for the Iowa tight ends.
Who's
they-
the Who's the one that everyone's like, the Patriots are going to draft him because Gronk? I can't remember his name.
Noah Fant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him a little bit more than T.J. Hawkinson, but they both went to Iowa.
Oh.
They're both coming out of the same school. And then
Gotcha.
there's Irv Smith Jr. Those are the 3 top tight ends that are the
Irv?
only one. Irv, IRV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
To me, those are they all 3 might go in the first round. Kind of
Yeah.
depends on the Patriots very well could settle for Irv Smith if the other two don't. The other two could go in the top 10.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that Pittsburgh. I mean, if Vance goes down, and he misses games basically every season, I don't know
mean-
what he'd do.
I don't think Xavier Grimble's that bad.
He's a pass catcher though. He's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, they don't have the blocking tight end if that's the case.
Yeah.
I know that they're pretty high on a guy that missed all last season, Jake McGee.
Speaking of fumbles, Grimble.
Yeah, Grimble fumbled against Denver.
That
I
was
still
rough.
I still think he could have just been fine, but
Who was
Run-
who was I arguing with that
Probably
he
me.
could have cut back in?
that was me.
That was on here.
Yeah, it was with me.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still an idiot.
I don't think he could have.
Because
I think he could have made
It's
better
so
decisions,
frustrating.
but I don't think.
he could have cut back
I've
in.
met him.
I'll
I
die
don't-
on that hill.
I've met him. I don't think his body mass would have worked doing that.
Stubbs said Colin Coward is saying the Browns won't
Yeah.
play well together and the Steelers are better off without AB and Lev Bell.
Colin Coward, I will say one thing.
I strongly disagree or I really agree
This-
with most of his takes.
But
He's like
this-
Colin Dunlap.
But with this, it's just he has a vendetta against Baker Mayfield and the Browns.
I know.
I feel like that's truly the reason that he believes in this Steelers team so much.
Yeah,
It
because he
has
wants to
nothing
be
do with
right.
the actual Steelers.
Yeah.
But I mean, to his point, this Browns team has not played a game together yet. We're literally just people are crowning them the champion based off that roster.
Yeah.
What it looks like on paper.
I mean,
It might not go well together.
yeah. And I mean, personally, I think they will at least contend for winning the division.
I think they're a 10-game
Yeah.
winner right now.
Yeah, but they do also have a lot of egos on that team that very well could go south.
It's just crazy what has happened from this time just last year even because we weren't at the draft this time last year yet.
Yeah.
Once they took Baker Mayfield, that changed everything.
And that's why they were smart by picking Baker and not Saquon. And I'll die on that hill.
I
Yeah.
agree. Oh my God, that is a bomb. Tie game. Adam Eaton.
Yeah. 2-2. But anyway,
Free baseball.
yeah, Colin Coward just has a weird vendetta against Baker, and I think that's why he's buying into the Steelers team so much. I mean, I can get
I watched a video of him, and he also said that he thinks that the Steelers and, more importantly, Ben and Juju will have something to prove. Basically,
Yeah, I think-
like Ben, he said Ben got what he want by AB and Lev Bell being gone, and he wants to prove I don't need them. So he said,
no. Don't even turn around, Smith.
and he said,
Is this Rich Rod?
3-2.
Nick Birdie. That's all I'm going to say. Nick Birdie.
But he said that that's why he's picking Ben as his early MVP favorite
Oh wow.
because he
Yeah,
thinks he's
I
just
mean-
going to go off.
Now Clint gets on the phone for the bullpen. Okay.
So here's my thing with the Steelers. I do agree that to an extent it's more important to have the locker room than the on-field talent. I mean, you need both, but how expendable is the generational talent that the Steelers gave up to getting your locker room back intact? You know, what's the give and take there?
Yeah.
How much was it worth to get rid of those?
I mean,
two?
at least for the
Yeah.
running back position, I feel like
Yeah, that wasn't even. But that's the thing. He wasn't even on the team last year. So
Yeah.
like,
he was on the team last year, and the numbers the year prior, like Connor did just fine. So I'm not worried about that.
yeah.
I
Unless he gets hurt.
and I think Juju, they need more help at wide receiver. I think
Yeah.
they need to draft a good one.
I have high hopes for Moncrief.
yeah, I do
I
too.
hope so.
But I think even if you're going with him, Washington,
Rodgers.
Washington has
Moncrief,
to have a big improvement.
Rodgers and Switzer are the same player.
Essentially.
Basically. I think that they need a guy that can stretch the field, take the top off the defense. I would love it if Hakeem Butler was still there somehow in round 2. Although maybe you combine your second round pick with one of those 2/3 and move up to take him. I mean, he very well could go in the first round though.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
it kind of what
my eyes are horrible. I can't see what North Shore 9 said.
Pirates bullpen gives up a run around the 4-2. Still not the worst thing in Pittsburgh.
I mean, yeah, North Shore 9 still exists.
Yeah, when
And
we're-
so does Shop 412.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were past that. But okay.
shots fired.
No,
Intentionally.
I'll fire shots. I
Shots
don't care.
intentionally fired. But yeah, see, we could talk about this, and then this could become completely irrelevant as the draft goes on because we have no idea how other teams are going to pick.
So Rich Rod just threw a pitch about 6 feet out of the zone into the netting.
He's shook now.
It's a 3-0 count with 2 outs. Both of those home runs came with 2 outs.
That's nice.
I can
So
feel
we
it.
were down to 4
Jamal's
outs
about
away,
to tweet the Pirates.
4
I can
outs
feel
away
it.
from a W.
Yeah. So, are we done with
Taking
the
series
NFL?
already? Yeah.
I actually have one question.
Sure.
When is the draft?
Next Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Or 2 weeks.
1 week from Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
my. That was right down the middle, and he got so lucky.
Not next Thursday. 2
Yeah.
weeks from Thursday.
Gotcha. Huh.
A
Interesting.
week from Thursday.
Yes.
I don't know how
2
Rich
weeks
Rod-
from 2 days ago.
I don't know how Rich Rod just got away with throwing a fastball down the middle to Rendon, but he did.
F it. You said you want to talk about hockey before baseball?
Because
Okay.
I want to get your opinions.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about the Pens until last.
Okay, fine. We'll do baseball.
No, well, I'm saying last out of the hockey.
Oh, that's fine.
So,
That's fine.
all right. So, yeah, the Lightning
Oh,
are down 2-0, and they
Oh.
played at home first.
yeah.
And the same thing with my pick for the Western Conference, the Jets.
Yeah, same.
I had zero confidence in the Jets. I had all the confidence in the world with the Lightning.
After the first day, the first round of games, so like everybody played one game,
Yeah.
only 2 of my picks won their first game.
So the first night of the playoffs, every team that I picked to win the
Lost.
series lost.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah. Then day 2,
Only the Capitals and
Flames.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2.
The Flame series is the only one that went the way I expected it to. I mean, I guess you can consider the Hurricanes coming back.
Did you see that
Going
they
the
lost
same
in
way.
overtime today?
Yeah,
Brooks Orpik scored the game winner. Less than 2 minutes in.
Devil Magic.
So yeah, that series is 2-0 Caps as well.
Yeah,
I don't know that anybody expected the Canes to steal one of the first 2 there.
I kind of
Um,
did, but and they
I
almost
think-
did.
Yeah, I think that the Canes will kind of find their footing at home.
Oh yeah,
I picked that series to go 7. I think the Canes are going to give them some trouble as the series goes on. The Caps have somehow managed to just do away with the Canes' speed so far.
yeah.
The Caps actually look like the faster team. Carl Hagelin, I'm pissed, looks like the playoff Pittsburgh Carl Hagelin.
You know why?
Well, and Peter Mrazek hasn't been that good either.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Who saw that coming?
Carl Hagelin's healthy.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
He also
Um,
still costs a lot of money.
That's true. Yeah, he's not a $4 million player by any means, just as he's fast.
But we tried to trade back for him.
hmm
Did you know that?
No.
At the trade
Yeah, they
deadline,
thought
we
the-
tried to trade back for him, but you can't trade for a player that you're retaining salary on.
hmm
What were they going to give
Like
up?
the year that you traded him, you can't
Third
trade
round-
for
third round pick.
for him.
Oh.
Yeah, they wanted him back.
Hmm.
So, I mean, we're talking about playoffs, but Hagelin in free agency. If he's cheap, does he come back?
They need help on the fourth line badly. Anyway.
Yeah. So Stars actually won game 1 against the Predators.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Leafs beat the Bruins in game 1.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner. It's
Yeah,
nasty.
Mitch Marner scored 2, including
A penalty
a
shot.
penalty shot.
A rare penalty shot in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
And then the Knights and Sharks are split
the
right
Knicks.
now. The Knights.
Yeah.
The
That
Knights
game
and
last
Sharks are
night was
split.
nuts.
Yeah, 3-0 before I could blink.
5
Knights.
goals
And
the
then-
first
And then I
half.
blink
And then
again, it's 3-3.
That was the first time in playoff history that
Oh,
a
6
team has overcome a 3-0 lead in the first period. Then they tied it in the first period.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That series is going to be interesting, especially if Martin Jones plays well.
Yeah. See, I picked the Knights to win that series.
Same.
I think I
And
did too.
after game 1, I was like, what did I do? But okay. So the Lightning being down 2-0, that's the
That's
best.
hilarious to
That's the
me.
best. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm not even mad about it. That's the best thing that's happening right now. And Nikita Kucherov suspended for game 3. So
Dirty hit, by the way.
the
was.
but that's more than a 1-game suspension if the Lightning aren't down 2 games already, or if that's in the regular season.
But yeah, Nazem Kadri had that similar to hit last year in
He
the
got 3.
playoffs, and he got 3 games.
Credit, there was more push to it, but he's safe. Ooh, review that.
I
He called him safe.
love
No, the ump
this.
called him out.
I could have swore he said safe.
The ump called him out.
I love this because either the best regular season team that we've seen and tied for the best of all time
Yeah.
is going to be balanced in round 1, or for a second straight year,
Come back from a 2-0
the Blue
deficit.
Jackets will have blown a series where they won the first 2 games on the road
Oh, yeah.
and still not have won a playoff series in franchise history. So this is a win-win scenario for me, but what's putting a damper on it all is the fact that the Pens are down 2-0.
Okay, so I want to say I'm very sad
Oh.
that the Blue Jackets even won a single game.
You're very sad.
Yeah. I want them to get swept. I wanted everything to go poorly for them. I wanted them to miss the playoffs.
I wouldn't have minded that happening. Like, it would have been great
Yeah.
if the Canadians would have made the playoffs over them, just because it would have been funny for everything that they did.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't hate the fact that they could have knocked off the Lightning,
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as we win too. Obviously,
I would want them to beat the Lightning just for the story of it, not because I
Yeah.
want the Columbus Blue Jackets to win a series, just for that team to lose in
Yeah.
the first round.
right?
It's
Um,
more I want them to lose in the first round, not Blue Jackets win, but the Blue Jackets have to win by them losing.
So, what is it that you said you wanted to
Get our opinion
say?
on.
Yeah.
What have you thought about these first 2 games?
Oh, I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
what-
we were going to talk about that anyway. I thought,
I
it was
thought
like
you were going to
something
bring
that
up
was
something
No.
specific.
No, but I will once I get your opinions.
Very sloppy. They hit 8 minor penalties yesterday.
Mm-hmm. How many from Jack Johnson, by the way?
2.
I thought it was 3. Okay.
when he came out of the box and just made a bull rush for the bench and knocked over 2
Beeline.
guys. He knocked somebody else over before that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He could have.
Like,
Fucking idiot.
for me, it's just been frustrating. That's the best word to say. I mean, cap tip to the Islanders. They've been easily the better team
Mm-hmm.
for the entire duration of 2 games. I don't know that there's been any point where I was like, the Penguins look like the better team.
Agreed.
This isn't even. They don't go into overtime.
But
in
it's
game
weird
1.
because advanced stats say 5-on-5, the Penguins have been better.
it doesn't look like that.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You know why? Probably because all their shots have been just straight into the chest.
I
I
it's
couldn't even tell
frustrating
you
to
how many
watch.
posts the Islanders have hit.
Yeah. The Islanders have had. I mean, the time of possession has to be greatly in favor of them, I would think.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, none of that against Murray either. Murray's been amazing.
I don't think that they go into overtime in round
No.
in round 1.
In game
game 1
Yeah.
without him. And even yesterday,
Well,
game,
yesterday they could have lost
Like
6-1
8-0.
instead
that
of.
game could have very well been out of hand
Yeah.
way before the Pens had a chance to even get the first goal.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Murray hasn't been the issue. There's just too many guys that are no-shows right now.
Oh,
The whole Crosby line.
Like,
Thank you.
at least for a couple shifts yesterday, Crosby looked like himself, like he was putting the team on
Yeah.
his back. I thought that they were going to get one. Brian Rust, I didn't even realize was playing until they said his name once yesterday. He's been a no-show.
The whole defense.
Gensel doesn't have a goal yet. I know it's only 2 games, but he's blocking more shots than he's scoring.
Really, the only 2 lines that have had like sustained offensive pressure is the 3rd and 4th line.
Yeah, Kessel to me has easily been their best forward.
Oh,
Yeah, he's zooming.
He's playing.
It's
all
funny.
around.
Yeah, it's funny because I was watching the game with Anthony, game 1, and he's like, "Wait, Kessel's forechecking?" He's like, "Yeah,
He's
it's
been doing that all
playoffs."
season.
It's what-
I think that they greatly missed Jared McCann yesterday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that like game 1, once again going back to not many guys being a factor, wasn't really noticeable, but I think that they greatly missed him yesterday.
Mhm.
And I don't know. It looks like he's going to be able to play tomorrow afternoon.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious
I
to
think
see what
so.
the corresponding move is there because I actually thought that Bluter looked pretty good, but at the same time, that whole 4th line looked good.
yeah, I mean, really, do you take out Bluger or Wilson? I think that's the only question.
To be honest with you, part of me thinks Zach Aston Reese.
right now, yes, absolutely.
And just because you keep that same 4th line together that you had yesterday, like you said, they actually kept the puck in the offensive zone for a decent period
Kind
of
of
time.
like the Islanders' 4th line.
And you just put McCann right back to where he was. Or, let's see, that we might see some jumbling there. I don't know. I could Simone end up going back up on the top line?
He was practicing there today.
Yeah.
By the way, Jung Ho Gung continues to be a black hole.
He's batting under 100 now.
He just struck out.
That's what.
Yeah.
After that at bat, he's now batting under 100.
He's garbage. He's garbage.
And they went through each of the wingers for Crosby and Gensel's line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for people like bitching about Simone being up there, Simone has given them the highest Corsi.
I'm not surprised.
He's
a great
literally
possession
He's a
player.
not-
Corsi machine.
he's
He just
a-
doesn't score.
Yeah,
He's
a great.
not as fast Carl Hagelin.
Yeah.
His line will always be good with the possession metric,
Mhm.
and he himself doesn't score.
He's a possession guy, and that's gonna be guys you want on a line. It's just I don't think he belongs on the top line.
Yeah, that's why last night I was like the Simone line.
So
Yeah.
I do want to say this before I get too far into it. Last night I had to have the conversation with my manager of Jake McCann is actually good at hockey.
Jared.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
Jared. Oh my God,
That was
I'm having a stroke.
Jake Gensel and Jared McCann.
Yeah. And also that Jack Johnson is absolutely piss.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pissed.
Well, the thing is,
out of all the adjectives you could piss.
that's to me how bad Mata was in game 1.
Oh, I
It
know.
was like people were clamoring for Jack Johnson.
I am aware. Mata, like I've said this before, Mata to me is Pedro Alvarez. If he's in the lineup and he's hot, he's great. If he's coming out or he's cold, he's garbage. Absolutely garbage. And he's had too much time off. And now is not the time to put somebody who needs to be streaky in the lineup. But the problem is, the other guy, your other choice, is horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Chad Ruedel.
44.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Stubbs is talking about Gabranson.
I kind of thought he was talking about Orpik because I said he scored the overtime goal. It looked like that was the time that he put that in there.
Oh.
But maybe it was
No, that was
Gudbranson.
recent.
That's also his number in NHL. So
Gotcha.
I don't think the team stands a chance, by the way, the rest of the series at all. The Island, they're
I'm not
being
gonna give up on
outcoached.
them.
They're being outcoached.
I'll see. I don't really think they're getting outcoached.
But the problem to me is the fact that once the Islanders get a lead, they play shutdown defense. They don't care. They're like the 90s Devils.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, I know, which is why I think we're boned.
I wouldn't say that's them being outcoached though. That's, I mean, anybody can play a trap.
I know, but whenever one coach doesn't, the rest of the league doesn't, you're kind of being outcoached.
I mean, it's just I don't see that as outcoached. Like I'm not gonna I don't think, in game 1 of the Ottawa series, we lost because they played a trap. I don't think we were outcoached.
Well, if
I
you
just-
don't adjust, that's another thing. If you don't adjust, that's your job. You're supposed to adjust. You know?
Yeah, and your players are also supposed to play well.
Well, yeah. Which I think right now is showing the fact of having Goodbranson and Jack Johnson on your team. Like, Goodbranson has looked decent.
Wait, Cabranson's been their best defenseman besides
know.
Letang.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But in their own zone, the issue is they have no one to move anybody in front. And that's where all of the Islanders' goals come from. All of them.
So I don't even know. I don't know where to begin to unpack because I think there's so many things that are the reason that they're down 2-0.
There's a lot.
So I
Also,
just
fun
I
fact:
think
the last time we were down 2-0 was the Stanley Cup final in 2009.
Jeez.
I think that
Well, it came back a win. I guess I should say because the last time we were down 2-0 was Eastern Conference Final of 2013.
yeah.
We got swept.
I think that the biggest thing to me is the Islanders right now remind me a lot, at least defensively, of the Penguins teams, specifically the year without Letang.
Yep.
Because it's a bunch of guys that don't seem like they should be that good, and they were the best defense in hockey this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
who
don't
the
think-
hell is Hullock?
I don't
Or-
think
Pollock?
Pollock.
Yeah.
the hell are you?
that's their shutdown unit.
Yeah, who the hell
Him
are
and
you?
Pelech.
Yeah.
Never heard of you before.
Yeah,
He's not bad.
Ryan Pollock and Adam
yeah.
Pelech.
If you would have asked me name a defenseman, I would have known as Nick Leddy.
Yeah, they have Johnny Boychuk,
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess they
and
still have
then
him.
Mayfield.
Scott
and-
Mayfield, yeah.
Baker.
And I don't know who the other one is.
I can't
I don't
remember
know who
either.
their sixth defenseman is.
I don't care.
but,
I don't
yeah.
know.
It's so frustrating. Like you said, there's so much to go through.
Yeah.
Because
And
it's not just.
I'm not even seeing quality
Mhm.
chances. Like Robin Lehner's made a few good stops. Like
Oh yeah.
the one on Colin yesterday, where the Pens could have gone up 1-0
Mhm.
there.
The one
Yeah.
on Kessel.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
I
I
didn't.
think it was with our net pulled.
I didn't watch all of the game yesterday,
So it was. I think it was yesterday.
But I feel
It
like
was
the
a glove save
quality
on
of
Kessel.
shot isn't there. Like
No.
they threw a ton of pucks at him in game one, but they weren't a ton of quality shots. I don't know. I just don't think that they're getting enough from the guys that they need to get.
Yeah, like when I
Different
say outcoached, like I said, you need to be able to come up with something to break it, and like you said, the players have to be able to, do that. I don't see the effort.
Yeah, I mean the
Period,
coach
end of
can say
story.
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
The players have to execute it.
I'm back to saying this team doesn't look like they want to be there. This is the same team in February they said would miss the playoffs.
See,
I don't
I'm
think that-
giving, I'm
I
giving
think
more
they're
credit.
trying.
I'm giving more credit to the Islanders than discredit to the Penguins. I think that the Islanders have just played these first two games perfectly, and their perfect play has led to them beating the Penguins in overtime in one game
Yeah,
and winning a game 3-1, but was
we took 8
tied at
penalties.
yeah,
tied at 1 very late in the game, and yeah, they took 8 penalties.
yeah.
So the Islanders, to me, the best that they can do is that. I'm curious to see the Pens' best against the Islanders' worst, because the Islanders' best against our worst has still led to them a coin flip in one game, and in the other game, the Penguins had to take 8 penalties for them to win.
And I don't know what it is after last night, but after the game one for every series, the team's PDO, the Islanders were the highest,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
the Penguins were the lowest.
Not surprised at all. Not
So,
Yeah.
I mean, they've been getting bounces. They've been getting odd man breaks. We haven't gotten one odd man break. I don't think the whole.
no.
No,
The whole series.
the Islanders are just that's what they do.
Yeah.
They only once they score, once they have the lead, they're
Yeah.
shutting you down.
Yeah.
They-
It's the Devils from the '90s. Also, the Islanders have been on a PDO bender since the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's not coming down,
Penguins could have. I don't want to say overlooked, but like,
overlooked. That is
don't-
exactly the word you're looking for.
no, I don't think they overlooked them. I just think the Islanders were better than thought.
Is it the Brad Marchand quote? We thought it would be easier than it was.
Well, actually, I don't even know if the Penguins thought it would be easier than it was. I think the fans do.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I really mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I just think no one was really giving the Islanders credit. I mean, they were the higher seed, yet the Penguins are the betting odds favorite. I mean, I get it. They won 2 of the last 3 cups.
But you can't.
They have the superior talent,
Yeah.
but if you just have a bunch of guys that buy into a system that's better than the talent of one team.
Yeah.
Everything meshing well for one team will beat a talented team.
Yeah, exactly. And the
And we just
playoffs-
happen to have both in 16.
Yeah, and the playoffs aren't about the best team, hence why the Lightning are down 2-0. It's about who's the luckiest.
I think it's a little bit of both.
The luckiest.
Majority of the time, it's
You
going
have
to
to
be
be
the luckiest.
good.
Well, yeah, but the Hurricanes when they won. Like the only 3 teams you can make an exception for are the Blackhawks, Kings, and Penguins.
So pretty much every cup winner since 2009, except
Yeah.
for 2 of them,
Yeah,
3 of them.
pretty much.
as
two of 'em.
wait, as what? Being the best team or what
The
do you mean?
luckiest because when was the last time the President's Trophy winner won a Stanley Cup?
2008.
And that was the Red Wings?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. It's not about being
Yeah.
the best team. It's about being the
Right.
luckiest.
But I actually don't even think that winning the President's Trophy makes you the best team.
well, in the regular
Okay.
season, it does.
I get.
I
that
mean,
you have
on
the best
paper, you're the best team.
Yeah,
but the
But
problem is
the,
that so
the-
many
the
things.
year we won the cup in 2017, going into the playoffs, the Tampa Bay Lightning were probably the best team in the hockey, and they didn't even make playoffs.
Well, that's what I mean. And when I say lucky, I mean you have to turn it on at the right time. You have to get bounces. Like being good is also being lucky.
Right, but I guess my point with the President's Trophy thing is that so many things can play into an 8-game season. Whereas, like,
Oh, well,
if
yeah.
the Penguins say that they're easily the best team, but they have Crosby go down for a period of time, Walton go down for a period of time, Letang go down for a period of time, Murray
Yeah.
go down for a period of time, they're probably not going to win the President's Trophy, but they very well could be the best team in hockey. I guess that's my point.
I mean, imagine if the first quarter of 2015-16 wasn't coached by Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that one.
I mean, they could have won the President's Trophy.
Okay.
Could've.
When is Mike Johnson getting another head coaching job? It's going to be sometime this week. We brought him up.
There it is. Where is he? Is he the Kings' next coach? Wait, that's where he went after,
For how
right?
boring they are? Yeah, probably.
There's like 6 jobs open too, right?
6, really?
Yeah, I think it's like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I just going back to the whole reason this started. I don't see them winning the series.
Play
mean-
tomorrow, and then I'll give you an opinion.
Well, yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to say if they don't 3 games to none.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, if their PDO hasn't crashed by now, it's not coming down.
I think that they have to win both at home. I
Oh,
mean, obviously, I don't
absolutely.
think they can go down 3-1 because then going back there to play Game 5. I originally said Pens in 6. That
Gotta
means
lose
them
2 to win.
Yeah, that,
to win in
that now
6.
means
Yeah.
them winning the next 4, though. I think it's a steep hill to climb to even win 4 out of 5 from this team.
Hey,
Like, there's been nothing I've seen in the first 2 games that give me hope that can happen.
There's been no positive outside of Murray and Goodbranson.
Well, yeah,
Arguably,
I mean,
Letang
Kessel to
lost
me,
game 1. Kessel, yeah.
Yeah.
Arguably, Letang lost game 1. That was dumb.
Yeah. But it's something that, like, it happens all the time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does all the time, and it usually doesn't come back to bite
Go
them.
horribly wrong.
And
My
yeah.
biggest issue is him coming back and throwing Barzell on top of Murray. That was a Jack Johnson-esque play. That was my biggest gripe.
yeah. Who was the so Dumoulin was back. Who was the other one that was closest
Oh, no.
to? It was obviously a forward. I have no idea who it was.
I want to say it was the top line.
I don't think it was the top line.
Was it Garrett?
I don't know, but I know it wasn't the Crosby line. Crosby wasn't on the ice.
On my biggest thing has been the Islanders' fourth line. They're ridiculous.
Yeah. Matt Martin, Leo Komarov, and...
Zizekas.
No, Clutterbuck, not.
Oh, that's right.
It's Cizikas, Clutterbuck, and Matt Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo's on the third line, right?
Yeah.
Or higher up, something like that.
Cizikas scored 20 goals this year. He had never scored double digits before the season. And he had 20 this year.
They
Very-
start them every period, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Barry Trotz is a hell of a
Their
coach.
energy line. That's what I said. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like Barry Trotz,
He's an
but
incredible
if
coach.
we didn't have Mike Sullivan, that's probably who I'd want as the coach of the Penguins.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I like Alain Vigneault.
what did I just see about him?
He
think the-
might be getting a job.
I think the Flyers requested to talk to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crap.
Okay, so now I gotta scroll up, not down.
What
because
did
I'm
North Shore
lost.
9 say?
Time for some NHL 19. I just noticed you are all wearing a Pirates hat.
Well,
Yep.
sorry. You live in Pittsburgh.
All right, so MLB. Well, the Pirates just lost after it seemed like they were gonna win.
How?
Archer pitched really well.
Yeah.
After
the first
Melky
inning.
hit a home run. Yeah.
Seems like games go very similar this season. Starting pitcher pitches very well. Looks like we're going to win. Then someone comes in and blows it.
If they just shortened baseball by cutting a couple innings.
Yeah. If they played 7-inning games, we'd be fine.
If this was softball,
I mean, Pony League rules, 7 innings.
So
yeah.
I've noticed two things. 90% of the games they've blown have been Rich Rodriguez, Keona Killa. Now, last year, Killa started slow. Rich Rod, no idea who he was until last season.
hmm
I don't even know where he was.
He was an Orioles minor leaguer.
Oh, yeah. Was he? He wasn't a Rule 5, was he?
No, he was
Yeah.
just a minor league free agent that they signed.
Yeah, and they were just like, hey, you have stuff.
Yeah.
When do you think Nick Birdie becomes the automatic out of the bullpen as soon as the starter's done? Because I've been going for that since opening day.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think he's actually been put in some situations that I wouldn't even expected yet.
Yeah.
It kind of takes a while for trust to be built, I guess, to be put into higher leverage situations.
Well, I mean,
But-
Rich Rod is losing it quickly.
But yeah, I think that for the time being, Kella and Rich Rod need to go into lower leverage situations to find it.
Yeah.
And Birdie needs to be bumped up.
Mhm.
And it sucks that you don't have Crick right now.
Absolutely.
But to me, right now, Birdie's your guy right behind Vasquez. Now, not necessarily that you want to use him as setup closer, because that's not the way that I would do things.
Yeah.
But just speaking in terms of highest leverage, like like you said, if your starter's coming out, you're facing the middle of the order, that's where you got to use Birdie as opposed to the other two.
So let me find it really quick. Whoops.
How long is Crick out?
Probably another week or two.
Yeah, I mean, he was just put on the 10-day IL, so
Mm.
like it's not that long. But
IL.
So
yeah, that actually took a second for
It's-
me to like say that.
At first, I thought you messed up, and then I realized they.
So,
God.
Rich Rod today
Mhm.
facing Zimmerman, who's batting 8th, Robles batting 9th, Adam Eaton batting 1st.
And Zimmerman would have been a pinch hitter,
Yes.
right? Because
yeah.
they batted their pitcher 8th today.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fly out, strikeout, hell of a strikeout too.
Yeah.
home run, almost a home run.
Yeah, I texted to Jamal and said back-to-back jacks to lose it. Tweet it.
But
You need, and real ones know what tweet I'm talking about.
Yeah.
both pitches were very ballsy.
I missed both the home runs, so
They were both like middle, pretty much.
Mm.
And the pitch that Rendon almost jacked was down the middle. He was
so
about
who
20
hit
feet off.
who hit after Eaton?
Kendrick.
Edom.
Howie Kendrick.
Howie Kendrick won the game.
Howie Kendrick robbed someone or robbing multiple guys at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I
See,
didn't even
so-
know
Another no decision from our starter.
So basically, if Brian Dozier started today,
nothing
Pirates
happened.
win,
Yeah. Pretty much.
or would still probably be playing.
I didn't know Howie Kendrick still had a job, and I also didn't know Kurt Suzuki was still in the league.
Yeah, I knew Kurt Suzuki was there. It's him and Jan Gomes.
Yeah,
for the
I knew
Nats,
Jan
yeah.
was there, but
Yeah.
forgot about Kurt. But yeah, no, I fully am here for Nick Birdie. He can, he has the stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He just needs to get his location down.
You like his stuff.
Collected his first MLB win. He's got good junk.
that one was a little bit.
That was too
Pause.
obscene.
Yeah, that was hard to even like make seem like it fit in.
Yeah.
He's got good junk.
Hard to say with a straight face. Geddes just opens the door. Pause.
Pause.
But yeah, no, the starters continue to look amazing.
Yeah,
Jung Ho
so
Kang.
Ty versus Scherzer tomorrow.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, look at that line. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 2
I'm-
walks, 9 Ks.
I'm impressed Archer even made it 7 after that first inning.
Yeah,
He-
that's what he asked me what his pitch count was.
Yeah.
In the 6th, and it was like 72.
Yeah, meanwhile he threw almost
No,
30
it was in the
first.
5th.
5th, yeah, it was the 5th.
It was in the
yeah,
5th, and it was 72.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Like,
didn't
oh,
think
that's
he would
not
make
bad.
it
I thought he
five.
was in like 90.
Yeah, I didn't think he would make it 5 today after the first inning. But he got some breaks.
I can't wait to see the full complement. Yeah,
Yeah.
the full complement of the Pirates because I feel like
We're playing with a broken lineup.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I still complain about like little things in the lineup, but then I'm sitting there like, how much better could it be? Like the biggest thing to complain about is Jason Martin not playing right now.
Yep.
But like JB Shuck is doing fine, like for
Yeah.
what he's expected to.
Yeah.
Melky Cabrera is hitting.
Melky Cabrera,
So,
I knew would hit.
Hitting like
Yeah.
400.
I will continue to say this. I said sign him 2 years ago, and you finally did it. It's working. Jason Martin should be playing every day. JB Shuck is arguably giving him a run for his money.
Yeah.
There's nothing you do there. Pablo Reyes should not be on the roster. Sorry.
Feels bad.
Eric Gonzalez, he's getting better. I'll
Mhm.
give him that. Jung Ho Gung does not have a roster spot. I'm sorry. He does not have a roster spot.
That's
He can't hit anything except a fastball to save his life.
Yeah.
Even right now, he can't hit a fastball.
He missed a hanging curve for strike 3 that was up at his shoulders.
I don't know. My question is, how patient are they going to be?
I
Because
hope
you had
not
to
very.
feel like, I know what he did in spring training. That didn't matter.
Yeah.
I have to think that the team went into the season knowing that this was a possibility for him to be this slow out of the gates. So the question is, how much of a leash do you give him?
You can't have him in your everyday lineup. You cannot, especially with the way Moran's been hitting.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing.
That's
is
why I
gonna
think Moran started today, because they needed a reason to get him out.
Well, Gung was also taking grounders at short, apparently.
And they also said Gung, like they've already said Gung's not playing tomorrow too, because now
Yeah.
it's giving him 3 days off in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Giving him time to work things out.
My thing is, what does that mean when we play lefties?
I don't know, because Clint Hurdle. I don't know what's going through that man's head. We trade back for Sean Rodriguez.
Hopefully, Colin can hit a lefty once in a while.
I think he can. I mean, he bat 280 last year. He hit off lefties last year when he got the chance.
Let me look up his splits.
I was going to say, do that up, or cue that up.
Do that up.
I can't speak.
Yeah.
We know this.
That's a good point. North Shore 9 said the signs were there in spring training. That's true. I mean, he was striking out a ton even then. Like he was
Yeah.
hitting the bombs, but he was still striking out a
And
ton as well.
All of his hits were home runs.
Yeah.
And the other night, what was that? When him and Gonzalez went into shallow
Oh
left.
God, yeah.
That is not. I'm sorry. I will die on this hill. That is not the left fielder's ball. That is not the third baseman's ball. That is the shortstop's ball.
I think if Dickerson's in left field, he's there way before. Like he.
I
is
agree
there,
with
yeah.
that. I agree with that. And he'd also be smart enough to call him off.
Yeah.
Pablo Reyes looked scared shitless and was playing unbelievably deep that entire game.
Yeah.
And Gonzalez was 100% in better shape to catch that ball than anyone else in that situation. Gung needs to back off.
So I guess I get what you're saying, based off the situation as it started to play out.
Yeah.
But I thought you were saying, just in that situation in general, off the bat, that's the shortstop's ball.
No, just in that situation.
Because
Yeah.
all right, that makes more sense.
If
Because in my mind, I'm thinking with a regular left fielder that's actually
Yeah.
should be out there, that's his ball easily.
Yeah, I know.
But with those three converging the way that they were,
If it was 5 to 8 more feet shorter, it's 100% the infield's ball, because that's definitely too shallow for the left fielder to get there. Maybe 10 feet. But I don't know what Pablo was doing that entire game.
North Shine said he struck out 50% of the time.
He did.
How do you strike out 50% of the time in spring training and get named the opening day third baseman?
Because
He hit 7 home runs.
that and Clint Hurdle has zero
And
faith in Colin
defense.
Moran. I've said it since 2013. I hate Clint Hurdle. I hate him. He has faith in the wrong people.
Yeah,
He's
but
such-
Sean Rod.
God, I'm so disappointed that tweet didn't blow up. Yeah, no, I can't do it. He's
Sean
such a-
Rod will be playing a bit right now.
He's in the minors.
Yeah.
You can get him for nothing.
Okay, so I have his splits, Moran's.
Yeah.
From last year.
Now, keep in mind, it's a very small sample size against lefties.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was never given a
so
chance.
plate appearances versus righties. 396, and he was batting 295, had a 354 on base percentage.
Oh.
69 nice plate appearances against lefties. Significant drop off.
Is that for his career?
No,
was
just last year.
Okay.
I could look up his career if you want, but just last year, 177 batting average and 261 on base percentage versus lefties. Big drop off.
Yeah.
Smaller sample size, but
Very.
still.
Yeah.
But that's what's going to happen. If you don't give a guy a chance, really, against lefties, then when you do throw him out there against lefties, they're not going to be good.
Yeah, he's also, 23 last year?
Hey, Colin, just switch hit Omega Lol.
He was, 23 last year?
I think he was 25, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, it was his first year in the majors.
Yeah.
26 right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. No, still, I don't care. It's his first year in the majors. He's your starting third baseman. You had no good replacement for him.
Who was our backup last year?
Freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Forgot
he did kind of smack lefties.
I forgot we traded him to the Dodgers.
Yeah. He did kind of smack
Which-
lefties.
Honestly, part of me wishes that they would have as right now. Imagine having him as opposed to Gong.
Oh, it'd be so much better.
Like if they would have given Freeze like a little extension, like a 1 or 2 year extension,
Mm-hmm.
to
Probably
like
would have
have
been too much
him
money, but
to have him with Moran until T. Bryan was here.
What'd they say?
He went 2016 Chris Davis, but now is playing like 2019 Chris Davis.
that's good.
Yeah. Hey, Chris Davis. Wanted to bring that up.
Did well today.
3 hits today, 4 RBIs.
The Red Sox need to be disbanded.
Did you see
What is up with
last
the Red
night?
Sox?
Last night, the Red Sox gave Chris Davis a standing ovation when he came up to bat.
They did.
And I don't like we're laughing, but I don't think it was like out of a joke. I think they were. I think they were genuinely like cheering for the guy. Like get a hit.
They
Like
absolutely
I think they felt bad for him.
absolutely.
So I didn't realize this, but Freeze would have actually Freeze had an option.
Oh
this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
so they could've
also,
picked up the option.
he didn't get the hit last night when they had the standing ovation, but he got 3 hit today.
But
so
they
that's
did
good.
cheer for him today.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? You're a dick if you didn't.
That's tough.
Also,
Longest streak in MLB history, 0 for 54.
But it was like, was it yesterday or the day before where he absolutely like stung one and it just went right to the guy?
Like
that was yesterday.
Yeah.
he almost tied. So DiMaggio's record is what?
What
50?
hitting streak?
Yeah,
56.
56.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he almost tied DiMaggio's hitting
Hit
streak
streak with a
with
hitless.
hitless.
Oh, that's awesome. By the way, the Red Sox right now are worse than the Orioles
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
So
we were talking about that on the way
The
here.
Orioles are in third
Yep.
in that division.
at what 6-9.
On the
Yeah.
come up.
Nice.
Yeah, 6-9. Nice. And the Red Sox are 5-10.
Makes you think.
That
Did they
did-
really need Manny?
That goes back to what we were saying about the Islanders and Pens. You know, the Orioles aren't the most talented team, but
They beat
No,
the
they
Yankees a
suck.
couple times.
They have a system and they work.
They beat
No,
the
they
Yankees
suck.
a couple times, man.
yeah.
But no, the Red Sox have no pitching in the bullpen, just kind of like the Pirates.
What if the Orioles are
Have
just
no
like
pitching.
That annoying,
Chris Sale.
that annoying
That's
team
it.
that isn't good, but like just competes
I
in like
can see
each
it.
game.
100% could see it. They're the team playing with house money. You
Like-
know?
like the Marlins.
Well, they're the Marlins. Kyle Bearclaw, did you see that?
Bear Claw.
Yeah,
Anytime I think I hear Bear Claw, I just think of New Girl. There's
Okay.
a character named Bear Claw.
Chris
Sorry.
Davis hitting 600 in his last 5 at bats.
Sweet. I don't
Makes you
remember.
think.
I don't remember if Kyle Bearclaw's in Philly or if he's still in Miami. This year, I think he's inherited 27 runners, and they've all scored.
What? That's
Yeah.
like Trevor Rosenthal type bad.
Rosenthal?
Yeah.
Did he get someone out yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
He now has an ERA at 72.
Where's he pitching?
The Nationals.
Oh!
Yeah. He didn't. He hadn't recorded an out through the first 10
72.
through the first 10 batters.
It was
man.
higher.
He needs to
It was
lower
infinity.
it. He needs to lower it just a little bit.
Yeah.
just get one out.
69. And then retire. So your
Oh.
career or not career, your year
yeah.
ERA for 2019 is 69.
Dude, what happened to him?
We took like 4 comments right in a row.
Nice.
Herb wins the next gun bash. Needs some new ones.
Stubbs.
That's Stubbs. Bear Claws with the Nationals.
Okay. Oh, God.
9 for 9 on inherited runners, by the way.
Somebody said 17. I may have said 27, but somebody said 17.
Love the Nudro reference.
Thanks, Stubbs. I'm glad someone got it.
Stubbs at some time in October. That's all I know. Oh.
So yeah, the Nationals bullpen sucks.
Most bullpens across the league right now suck.
Yeah. Somebody is going to end up paying Craig Kimbrell
A
probably.
lot of money.
So there was a report that I saw today that as recently as March, he was still asking for $100 million.
Oh, yeah.
There's really no reason for him to come off that as he
No.
watches these bullpens
Yeah.
pitch.
I'm surprised the Red Sox haven't given him money yet.
Somebody might sign him for 1 year, $100 million.
Wow.
At this rate.
Could you imagine?
It's funny because I actually wanted to talk about Rosenthal finally having an ERA. 'Cause
He
got-
has fallen off the face of the earth.
Why couldn't that happen when he was with the Cardinals? Like, I mean, he did start to
Yeah.
fall off with the Cardinals, but I mean, like, why do he ever have to be dominant? Why couldn't he always be that?
There's a lot. Of that I
Ever
wanna say.
since, I remember when John Steigerwald ripped him for not coming to the series against the Pirates because he was having a kid. Do you remember that by chance?
I do.
Yeah.
I just
He
want to
said-
forget everything John Steigerwald
He's
says.
like his thing was that he wasn't there for the birth of his children. That's not typically like what old school like dads did. They were never there for the birth. So why is Rosenthal missing his job because he should be pitching in a series against the Pirates?
There's a few people that are in the media in Pittsburgh that I don't think are just pulling an act.
Do you even consider him in the media?
Yeah, because people still.
What
hold
the
him
hell does he
highly.
do though? He's on
He-
AM radio.
He shows up on the weekly or whatever sports.
He
call
literally
Oh,
does
side.
less than us.
Yeah, I know. But he's wrong in everything.
AM radio.
Hey, if we had an AM radio show, we'd be bragging.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but
For
I
him,
mean, I
right
would
now,
be pushing it, but behind the scenes, I'd be like, we got to do better than this.
Oh, 100%.
We can't be on AM radio.
Being on
I'll say
iHeartRadio
I don't
is
care
better.
if we're in the 80s radio stations. We need to be on FM. Like think
Oh,
about it.
Did
No,
they have FM back then? I don't know if they started using FM regularly in the 80s.
Couldn't tell you. Wasn't there.
Yeah, same.
Stubb said, nice, I love Republicans. North Shore 9 said, sorry, correction, it's actually just 7 of 7 on the runners.
Somebody said 17. I don't know who it was.
Well, there's a 7. in
Yeah.
there. There's also a 7 on the amount of years on the Ozzy Albies
Oh, yeah.
extension.
Which, who said that? Some player came out and said that was a horrible deal for Ozzy. I don't know who it was. I didn't look at the story.
I don't know what player it was.
Yeah.
You don't think it was a horrible deal?
No, I think it was. It was
Yeah.
great for the Braves.
Yeah. So
I'm surprised the player came out and said that.
and there was who was it John Heyman? It was one of those guys, or Bob Nightingale. One of them like
That's always
defended
wrong.
it. Yeah, well, they pointed to the Alan Craig extension.
Oh.
Because he only played 2 years of it or something.
That was
and then-
Nightingale. Yeah, he signed a 4-year stupid high extension in 2013, and he never played a game after 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what
And he
was
went
that?
to the Stubbs said he literally does less than us. I'm dead.
speaking of a Craig, Will Craig is lighting up Indy.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, you want to talk about another person lighting up Indy? Brian Hayes.
Yeah.
Call him up.
If you want to win Will Craig spring training, sign cleats.
Yeah.
Come down to the Whiskey Rhythm. Come down to Whiskey Rhythm for the Horse Nickel Wing Bash on June 1st.
Come down to the Whiskey Rhythm.
That was a nice plug right there. That was
12 to
just perfect
5,
timing because you brought up
honestly.
Will Craig. Yeah, 12 to 5 on June 1st.
If you're not
There's
going to
something
Pirate game.
else going on that day.
Skip the Pirate game.
I don't know what it is.
It's a Pirate game. That's it.
Yeah, Archer bobblehead. Yeah, that's what it was.
Bobbleheads are stupid.
Um,
I think Jamal said he's going to try to snag. Jamal or Ryan's going to try to snag me one.
oh, wait.
'Cause I want one.
Isn't Jonesy going to be there?
I don't know if he's going to the game. I mean, remember last year?
Jonesy going to the game.
That
Lulls.
That was a joke about North Shore 9's live podcast.
Oh.
Why would
Sorry,
you
I
ever
got
joke
lost.
about that?
Sorry, my train of thought just completely changed. But anyway, this Aussie extension, 7 years, $35 million. With the options, it could be 9 years, $45 million.
What a steal.
Yeah.
If you want to win an autographed Donardo baseball card, come to the live podcast on 6 to 1.
I do actually kind of want that.
So, here's the thing with that, with the Aussie contract. Well,
I
he
thought you
came out.
I thought you were talking about Donardo.
Oh, no.
Here's
no.
the thing with that. No one wants it.
Yeah, that's true. He said for him, it's not about money. It's honorable. Like,
Yeah.
if that's the way he feels,
I don't believe anybody when they say that.
I mean,
I do.
I don't believe him until they actually sign that. Like, so he actually signed it.
Yeah.
So, like,
Now we wait
But-
for him to go full AB.
yeah.
I want more money. Wait, you signed that deal?
But that is a great deal. I mean, that's an
Ballin'.
potential all-star player that you have there
That's a gift.
for $5 million.
Yeah.
Like, at most, he's going to
100%.
make $5 million. Like,
Yeah.
I think the most he makes is $7 million a season.
You have
It averages out to $5 million.
you have
essentially,
potentially
with
the best
options.
second baseman for $5 million a year for the next 7 years.
9 years, $45 million is the most it could be.
Mhm.
That's $5 million a season.
That's pretty lit. Tat lit.
Why don't the Pirates end up with these players that sign huge extensions for cheap?
I mean, I would say that Marte and Polanco probably signed for under
Oh.
market value.
Absolutely, but like
Yeah.
9 years?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they signed for 7.
Yeah, Polanco's what, 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I
Jeez.
mean, that's, yeah.
That's a good amount of time.
But, yeah, we could definitely use another contract like this.
Oh,
Give me
absolutely.
to Brian Hayes on this extension once he comes up.
Yeah. You know, back to the Pirates. As a team as a whole, once they're healthy, and I think Rich Rod will figure out whatever the hell he's doing wrong. Same thing with Keller.
Throwing bad pitches.
Yes.
That's it.
If they figure it out and they're completely healthy, I still think they can win the division. And I feel like every team has shown that they don't really have pitching except for the Pirates. because the Brewers don't, the Cubs don't, the Cubs sure as hell don't, Cardinals don't, the Reds sure as hell don't too.
Yeah.
That's all the Pirates have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they have the bats. They just can't get runs home, and their bullpen sucks.
That's what it's like. Even when they lose games, I feel like there's positives to there's been positives to take from each game, except for the 10-0 game against Cubs.
Exactly. Now, I have a question for you guys. I know these games can be frustrating, but outside of that 10-0 games, have they been fun to watch? I would argue that every game has been fun to watch except for that 10-0
Yeah,
game.
at the same time, like it's fun to watch and it's also frustrating.
Exactly.
Until the bullpen comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the whole even with the offense,
But it keeps you interested.
and that goes back to my thing. It's like
The first 2 home games didn't keep me interested.
I complain
Those
about
just
the
pissed me off.
offense, but at the same time, it can't be that much better right now.
Exactly. I'm surprised it's as good as it is with J.B. Shuck and Melky Cabrera playing every day.
Like I mean, it took a 3-run homer in extras to juice out 6 runs yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's hard to what was that? And that's their second highest run total of the season. 6
Yeah.
runs yesterday.
I think they have 2 7-run games and a 6.
Like I saw Bloopin' and Blast on Twitter say Matthew. I'll call you Matt just to piss you off. But he said like someone brought up the Pirates are trying to like they play small ball, but you can't do that whenever you don't have like league average hitters.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
works if you have good above average hitters, but they don't have that.
Mm-hmm. And too many. They don't even really hit home runs to begin with. When they do hit home runs, it's solo shots.
They have 7 home runs now.
10.
Yeah,
10?
11.
Melky's was 10. Oh, was it the 11th?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Pirates as a whole had
Hmm.
10, and who had 10 on the Mariners?
Somebody has 10 on the Mariners. I know Chris Davis for the.
Chris
A's.
Davis.
That's who it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it was Chris Davis.
The
Yeah.
Mariners lead the league though as a team.
Yeah.
They've hit at least 1 home run in every game.
By the way, noted Jamal Stan, Domingo Santana, leads the league in RBIs.
Hmm.
I think he's at 21 or 23.
That's a good trade. I mean, he wasn't mixing in
No.
the Brewers outfield, so that was a good
I
trade for the Mariners.
I was kind of with Jamal. I think they should have traded for him, the Pirates, even though it was never going to happen.
Hmm.
But I've really liked him as a player, and it's kind of showing what he can do now on a team that probably shouldn't be good. But here we are. Ryan Healy also looks really good.
Yeah. To me, I mean, I can't imagine. Like, the Mariners aren't even trying to be good right now.
No,
Like,
they're just hitting balls.
yeah.
Giggity.
It's just if they somehow make the playoffs,
Again.
like with what they did in the offseason to now,
There's another team playing with house money.
yeah.
Just like no expectations. So.
Matt Carpenter got an extension actually.
Oh,
2
I
years.
missed this.
2 years, but he had an option for next year already, so it's kind of like it buys that out.
Yeah.
And then there's a vesting option if he has like over 1,000 plate appearances over the next 2 seasons. He gets an $18.5 million contract the next season.
Jeez.
So yeah, he's essentially there for 3 more years.
Yeah. Pretty much, unless he gets hurt.
Killing the Pirates for 3 more years, great.
Right. He's already hit a leadoff double
Yeah.
for the next time that they play.
Yeah. No. Is that pretty much it that we have?
So when we talked last, it was the day after the brawl between the Pirates and Reds, if you want
Yeah.
to call it that, a brawl. Since then, Archer was suspended. He actually is appealing, so he was able to start today. Do you think he rescinds that appeal now?
That'd be funny. That'd be very funny. I think he. So it's either he's going to rescind it if he thinks he's going to lose, and it's going to be 5 games. He's going to rescind it and just take that extra day off. If he doesn't, to me that means he thinks he's going to win, and it'll get shortened to 3.
Yeah, but he still could end up not missing the start. Like, imagine
Yeah.
when's that rolling going to come down?
Yeah, like suspensions
I-
are different for starting pitchers
If
than
they-
anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I could be wrong. It's either going to be tomorrow or Monday, whenever that ruling comes down.
Right. So say it gets shortened
Yeah.
to 3 games or something.
Yeah.
Then he still could not miss a start
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
without like taking back the appeal. Just
Did Puig appeal his?
I think he
no,
took it.
no. Yeah, he said he didn't want to talk to Joe Torre, so he wasn't.
He didn't want to
Appealing.
talk to Joe Torre.
Yeah.
Wait. I think we had this conversation last week. Colin Dunlap just randomly quote tweeted me whenever I said
Yeah.
Puig
yeah,
was
we
like
talked about
scary
that.
quiet.
Yeah, we talked about that on
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, he's just
I
like
forget that this is our second podcast this week.
yeah. Doesn't
Mhm.
feel like it at all. But yeah, no, I wouldn't want to mess with Puig.
No.
Not
Nope.
at all.
And I wouldn't want to mess with Vasquez after looking at his face during all that.
No. By the way, Tyler, do you want to grab me that flag over there real quick and show it to the camera?
Oh yeah, what I bought in Hawaii.
Yeah, that is very appropriate. Here, hold it. It's accurate. I'm gonna make sure to hold this up once an episode every time they lose.
The
They
beatings will continue until morale improves.
It's accurate. It's absolutely accurate. So here we go. Okay, you're good.
That's the flag of the Around the Horn. thing.
I want to take it to a Pirate game so bad.
Yeah, I saw it in a shop in Hawaii and thought it
Here.
best
It
fit
fit.
this season.
It really fits.
Yeah.
But it you wonder where the Pirates would be right now with
they had a bullpen?
Polanco, Dickerson. No, well, I guess yeah, but just with their full complement of players.
They could arguably have lost two or
Three.
three games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That 10-0 game against the Cubs. That's
Oh god.
I mean, really, with this lineup, they should still have 2 or 3 more wins.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
just blew it.
Yeah. I still don't want Kevin Newman on this team.
Oh, we didn't talk about it. Jordan Lyles is 10 strikeout outing.
So they have 4 10 strikeout performances.
Mhm.
Shout out to was that Alex or Noah? Alex Stump
Yeah.
was the one that put it. They have 10 strikeout performances 4 times since 2017.
Mhm.
2 of them by Garrett Cole in 2017. 1 for Tyon last year.
Yep.
Jordan Lyles against the Cubs.
So Jordan Lyles was a
Archer was close today.
how many he struck out?
9.
Oh wow.
And he had 8, like 2 different times this year too. Or-
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan Lyles was what, a compensatory first round pick for the Astros?
Yeah, I don't know. He came in the league when he was like 22.
He was supposed to be good.
Yeah.
But never really showed it. He had good starts here and there. And I don't know what it was. I think it was Buster Olney tweeted that he had 10 strikeouts in 6-7 innings, whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
And there were multiple people like, Jordan Lyles is their 5th starter. Holy hell, this rotation is good. That shows you how big of a difference outside of Pittsburgh there is a view of the Pirates.
And people want to bring up Mitch Keller. Lulz.
If he's a bust, I will be so mad.
Broke. Lyles is getting replaced by Keller. Woke. Tyon is getting replaced by Keller.
I mean, the way Tyone
Why are we trading him?
the way Tyone might pitch the rest of the season, if he's our worst starter, he might not get a lot of money.
If he's our worst
From what
starter, that's
team?
gonna be really good for the rotation because he's not. It's not like he's gonna be bad. Like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
gonna be great for the rotation if he's somehow the worst.
Did you hear
starter.
me?
No.
He said he might not get a lot of money, and I asked for what team. Until he gets an extension, I'm going to keep joking that he's not going to be a Pirate.
It's like Sonny Gray with the Yankees back then.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Jameson Tyone, future
that's
Astro.
why like whenever they said that Ryan said Brian Hayes is going to be a stud, I said for what team? It's like until I see it.
That one I'm mad at. So I said it on Twitter.
Yeah, bring him up right now. I don't care.
I said it on Twitter. By the end of the 2019 season, the left side of the infield will consist of Cole Tucker and Brian Hayes.
Ooh, this season.
Yes. After watching Jung Ho Gong and, to an extent, Eric Gonzalez, if it keeps up, I think it might happen in July.
Yeah, but Eric Gonzalez is on that
Yeah.
incline though.
I would say Brian Hayes probably more so than Cole Tucker,
I agree,
but
I think it might happen still. If Eric Gonzalez does not consistently hit, I think it happens. In July.
and
If I were you, I'd
and
put a
wh-
little bit of money on that.
and whenever the NL inherits the DH, you can have Will Craig up here
Oh.
Here's
and
the
just have
thing.
Josh Bell DH.
I like you mentioned
great.
our boy Matt Bloop the Blast already.
Yeah.
He said, "What if Bell is figuring it out?
And Craig, too.
Yeah, and Craig also is like reaching his first round potential.
Uh-huh.
What do you do there?
I don't know because
Neither one of them can play a different position
If
at this point. Like,
if you are
Well, no,
Bob-
Will Craig is like I think he used to play third base or
yeah,
something.
that's what he was drafted as.
Yeah, but he's like the first baseman now.
Yeah.
But
And he's also
he's
put
better
on more-
defensively, I think. Than
He's like a
Bell.
little bit chubbier, like stockier. Like I don't think he could play somewhere else.
What are you trying to say?
he's thick.
That I don't think he could go back to third base.
Is he hella
I don't know
thick?
how if he could play right field.
I don't think he should be at third base. I
Like-
think Brian Hayes is going to be a better third
Yeah.
baseman than him, if at all.
Do you guys think Bell's gotten a little bit thicker since he's been at first base?
He's put on more muscle.
Yeah, I
That
was just saying.
man-
I don't know if I think that he's put on any fat.
That man can rip each one of our heads off. with his bare
Well, I
hands.
didn't necessarily mean fat. He just looks thicker.
Oh yeah, he's definitely put on. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely put on mass.
yeah.
Like, he's my height. He's
Hella,
like,
hella thick.
if him and I stand next to each other, I'm the fat white version of Josh Bell.
Like, I think of the picture that,
Up until this year,
because I was there whenever Jamal took the picture with Josh Bell that night,
Uh-huh.
and he just looks thicker than when he was there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Although that was
that was still
2017?
transition period.
That was
So-
2017.
That was
End
still
of
the right field.
2017?
That was still he was kind of like transitioning from right field to first base. Now he's fully embraced the first baseman.
Yeah.
Just wait for him to get the gut. But no, what I was going to say is if Will Craig keeps it up, if Josh Bell keeps it up, if you are Bob Nutting, Neil Huntington, or Frank Coonley, and you go to the winter meetings, you push for a DH in the NL so
I thought you were going to say
hard.
you try to trade Craig.
No, you
Yeah.
push for DH so hard.
I think it's just going to happen anyway, sooner than later.
I agree, but that's what I would do is push for a DH. Piss everybody off. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, play Will Craig and then have DH Josh Bell.
Either or.
Yeah.
I would just play Will Craig because I think he's better defensively.
I mean, Josh Bell isn't bad defensively.
Yeah,
this
he's
year.
at-
Unless he
it's
throws the
funny.
ball.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He looks like he's making picks
Yeah.
out of the dirt, which like every first baseman does. But when Josh Bell does it,
When
means
he
a
has
little
to
bit
throw
more
to
us.
second, though,
But yeah, I would still worry about him making a throw.
Absolutely.
Um,
That's why every time somebody's
which
like,
is crazy because he was an outfielder.
yeah, exactly. That's why everybody says put him in right field. It's like, oh, no, you don't.
Nah, he's too thick for that now.
He's too thick. He has a candy-ass arm.
Doesn't matter. Thick with like 3 C's.
I think that's about all I got.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else.
Well, as always, if you're watching this on Twitch still, thank you for watching. If you're watching but not following, hit that follow button. If you're already following, you're watching us right now, you're feeling a little generous, you got that Prime sub, you have no clue what to do with it. I'm telling you right now, you can use it right here. Subscribe to us.
What about
support
those
the
people who don't
channel.
know what a Prime sub is?
Okay, so if you or
Gotta
anybody
plug.
you know have an Amazon Prime account, you can link it to your Twitch account. When you do that, you get one free Twitch Prime sub per month. It does not auto-renew. So every single month, you have to come back on this channel and renew it in order to support this channel. I strongly suggest that you do that. If you do not have Amazon Prime, you can still support us. When you hit subscribe, it will give you the options to subscribe tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
I didn't think we'd go through one by one by one.
Yeah.
If you are listening anywhere else on any other platform, please go follow us on Twitch. You can come and join us live each week when we do this. Also, please go follow us on social media, our Twitter, our Instagram. Hang out with us during the game.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So
Fun fact, I threw away 2 Penguin shirts.
Oh.
Game 1 and Game 2, wore those shirts, threw them away.
All right. Talk to you guys next week.